Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about week 42, which is basically, based on the moon's ingress or interaction with the other planets. And this is week 42 from the 10th till the 16th of October, a very important week. We are heading to Mars's ingress in Gemini sign. That is why I'm all dressed in the red, and there's a green beads, that is Gemini. And I'm theme based, I'm dressed theme based whenever the planets are ingressing in some particular sign or any kind of the color which is mixing and matching. So I dress according to that, and that's how it should be, right? Planets are all around me. I feel always. So yeah. So coming to this week, this is starting from the 10th till the 16th, and we have moon's ingress in 3 zodiac signs and 7 nakshatras. So stay tuned. I'll be sharing in the letters segment about the 12 ascendants predictions of the forecast, how the week is going to be. Stay tuned. And that's going to be based on the ascendant, moon, or the Dasha. So what is this Dasha thing? Everybody keeps asking me and repeating, repeatedly. I'm just answering these questions that it means that you are going to be looking at from your Dasha, where your Dasha sign is. Suppose you have your Dasha in Dasha Lord in Gemini sign. So place that Gemini sign as your first house, as ascendant, and see where the planets are ingressing. Of course, in Gemini, Mars is going to be in the first house, so you have to be extra careful during this time about your aggression, channelize your energies, it'll be better. So that's something which is going to be happening, and Moon is going to be ingressing 3 signs of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini this week. Again, a very important one. Moon is going to be interacting with Mars this week twice, that is in Taurus as well as in Gemini. So take care of your anger and aggression, everyone. Also, I have to share with you an announcement before I jump into the predictive. I hope it is sharing. That is that we are going to be heading to this Prashna live, which is going to be happening on the 11th of October, which is my birthday. And I wish and I hope that you all join in and ask the questions. Please follow the protocol, which is that you have to ask one question at one point in time. All right, that's something which is very important to I would like to share. So you have to ask one question, and the answer would be in yes or no. And please don't ask the questions starting with when, how, where, who, and no birth time is required. So don't waste your time writing everything. Just be pinpointed that you're going to be asking that question in will I, can I, should I. All right. That will be the starting of the question, and I will definitely answer those questions. I will outrightly reject the questions if you are asking in when, how, where, who, and with what time. No birth time required. It's a yes or no. I'll be putting up the Prashna Kundali right there, and I will be answering. It is all divine. Whosoever gets selected for the question, please accept it. It's on my birthday. So please bear with me that I have to finish it and I have to join my family also. So that's why I'm celebrating with you all, because you are my family as well. So please, I hope you understand that you should be actually cooperating. So don't put in the questions repeatedly. I will be pick and choose, and it's going to be from the 9 p.m. onwards. I do the Prashna for 1 hour, and on the October 11th. So the timings are here: EDT time, US timings, Pacific time is there, Eastern time is there, Australian Eastern time is there, European time is mentioned here, Singapore time is mentioned. I know it is 11:30 p.m. for you guys. London is 4:30 p.m. So for Australia time, it is a little late. I know it is at 2:30 a.m. If at all you join in, I'll be really glad. Otherwise, you can just leave in the towards the end. Maybe I will take it in within the 24 hours. I'm not too sure, but yes, I definitely will try my best. All right. So this is something that I wanted to share with you. I hope you all will be joining in and you will be sticking to the rules, because I follow the rules myself. I'm very, very rule oriented person myself. So I hope you are going to be joining in and celebrating my birthday and blessing me and my family as well. That is something that keeps me kicking and going, definitely. And you are my family, extended family. Why not celebrate with you first, right? The whole day long, of course, I'll be with my family, my relatives. So yes, yeah, I will be with you guys. So let's start with the video. Yes, Moon is going to be in Aries with Rahu, hem between Rahu and Mars on the 10th, 11th, 12th. So that's something that you have to be a little watchful about, because, you know, when Moon is in a Rahu Ketu axis, especially with Rahu, then there is a lot of anxiety. So you have to take care of your anxious prone nature if you are already quite an anxious person. So you have to be very, very careful about that. Then 13th, 14th Moon will be exalted and will be conjunct Mars, aggressive energies, of course, and again would be hemmed between Rahu and Mars. So this will give you a lot of energy to finish off the jobs. You will be doing really well. But at the same time, people will be having a lot of anger, agitation. Nowadays, we are hearing a lot of violence also, you know, around, because Mars is in Taurus sign, brings about a lot of aggression. Aggressive energies are pretty heightened during this time. People get very angry easily. So that you have to take care of. As it is, Ketu is in Libra sign. So when Ketu is or Mars is afflicting Venus's signs, so people tend to get very aggressive. They get very short-tempered, and there is always something to do with masses. You know, mass killings happen, earthquakes happen, and people suffer, you know, in their relationships. Something or the other, I'm hearing a lot these days. And then Moon will be ingressing in Gemini sign. Gemini sign, even Mars is going to be ingressing on the 15th, 16th. So that's the time when Moon will be interacting with Mars again, but in Gemini sign. So Gemini sign is a little softer sign, and people can take it a little easier, because it is not going to be giving you that kind of bad results as we can expect, you know, during this time. And what is Mars's ingress in the sign of Gemini going to do? See, it is as compared to the Taurus sign, in Gemini sign, people become very talkative. You know, you might have the drive to do more creative tasks. You can be very easily put to change. You know, you're very adaptable. You want to do things. You can be extremely excited about things. You can be very, you know, you can get bored of one thing. So you might just switch, you know, from one thing to another. And you might be expecting a lot of results, a lot of goal orientation is there, and you are multitasking also. You might be just playing you know, some background music is always playing when you're working. That can also be there. And you are going to be very talkative. Less of listening is there. So be careful about that. You know, people become too much inclined towards. I'm not making a separate video of Mars's ingress here. So I will be doing the Mars in Gemini in this video itself, because I'm on a shortage of time, because I have to go live on Tuesday. Otherwise, I would have done on Tuesday for Mars's video. Also, I'm going to be of course, sharing my insights on this week. We have many things, festivals also happening. So in this, you know, you have that sense of variety. You are literally, you know, feeling very much inclined towards multitasking. You want to do some more of exercises, and you want to put your reputation on the topmost priority. You might be getting into something to do with cooking also. This is the third sign after all, but you are going to be very much you know, savvy, tech oriented, and you will be more into how you can bring about that aggression towards positivity. But it's not the place where, you know, you're going to be feeling that comfortable, because Mars is in the inimical sign of Mercury. But at the same time, this is a very positive time for completing your tasks. Whatever is lying pending, you will be actually going to be completing that as well. You might just, you know, get, see, in Gemini signs, the air sign, so agitation will be there. You might just get on smallest of the things, you know, you might just get lose temper. You might just get very angry, but you are going to be more involved in your desires fulfillment. You're going to be more involved into your work, and you are just, on that you're drawn to that cutting edge career. You're just in that, or maybe you are in the fashion industry, entertainment industry, you're a media reporter, or these people are, or an entrepreneur, or a manager. You're going to be doing really well during this time. Definitely it is a very positive time because it's the analyzing time, so you will be able to use your skills in enhancing yourself, definitely. Okay, so this is what is going to be having in the sign of Gemini. This Mars is going to behave the way it is going to behave, and it's going to be interacting with Moon also, so you can be a little more aggressive in your talks. That's something which you have to take care of, but yes, more adaptable now as compared to the rigid sign of Taurus. All right, and let me share with you quickly the how the zodiac is looking in the sky, with Mars's ingress in the first sign, second, and the third signs of the natural zodiac. So here, the in Gemini, and Ketu is also going to be aspecting this moon. As you can see, it's going to be looking here from the sign of Libra, and Ketu is also aspecting this sign and is going to be in Rahu Ketu axis, of course. From here, Mars is going to be leaving the zone and will be transiting through your natural zodiac third sign, and will also be aspected by Ketu. So a lot of aggressive energy. Drive safely, talk carefully, be cautious. Making decisions should be like, you're going to be actually driven to take the right kind of decisions. You should be. You're multitasking, so you have to focus on one thing at a time. Okay, that'll be good. And here, when you look at this Mars, there is this Mars is going to be from here, is going to be aspecting the sign of Sagittarius, and also will be aspecting the Saturn from here, because that's the 8th aspect. So people who are lacking or slackness is there, some delays and frustrations that you're feeling, this will give you that push, because this is the zone where Mars exalts. So this definitely is going to enhance or uplift you at the place of work. You will be driven to complete the task now with Mars's ingress in the Gemini sign. That's why I said that I'm not going to make a separate video, so please stay tuned. I will be giving the predictions as well, forecast for the Mars's ingress as well. All right, now so this is what Moon is going to be in the signs of Aries, then Taurus, and then Gemini. All right, so this is what is the week looking like. So let's start with the predictive without wasting more time. All right. Let's start with Aries first. So for Aries natives, Moon is going to be transiting your first, second, and third houses. So you are going to be focused more about your your relationship. This week you're going to be feeling the energies towards the first house, second house, and third houses. So this is going to be giving you some mental setup where you are self-discovering yourself. There can be some confused state of mind. Anxiety will be there. You can be having some people coming over, or you'll be having some issues, egoistic issues, which can interrupt your growth. So that you have to be taking care of. As it is, Rahu's looking at your 5th house, your 9th house. So you should be actually working through your relationships with in your romance, and in a relationship with your father, your friends, your spiritual gurus also. This is the week when you will be having Mars's ingress in the sign of Gemini. So you will be traveling. Be careful, because Ketu is also looking here. So be careful about your health. Take care of your decision making. Don't be don't get into the zone where you lose control on your thought process and you just make wrong choices and wrong decisions because of your your workplace, or there are certain meetings where you make wrong choices and wrong decisions. Mars is also going to be giving you some kind of energies to travel, to be more creative. And this is also very positive when it is in the third house of the natural zodiac. It is positive because it is going to be looking at your, not to forget, it's going to be watching you from here. It was looking at the, sorry about this. Mars, when is going to be in the sign of Gemini, is going to be looking at this zone, that is Virgo. So there is a lot of energy. You can be self-critical, but you will be working out. You will be focusing on your health. You will be actually moving into that zone where you are not lazy. The slackness, as I said, is going to be moving away from you. And you will be more serious about this week, about making decisions related to your property, related to your travels, related to your workplace as well. And also Mars will be looking at your 9th house and will be also looking at your 10th. So a lot of energy coming your way, and it is going to be giving you a lot of positivity as well. So any decisions which are lying pending will be made, and there is a strong probability of some promotion which you have been expecting from a long time. So this is a brilliant week for you for decision making related to your financials, related to your travels, for children, for students also, progeny also. It's a good time. You will be thinking about your financial matters and you'll be getting all the solutions that you're waiting for. For sure, a very positive time. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this moon is going to be ingressing in the signs of Aries. So 12th, first and second houses are going to be getting impacted. Mars is going to be transiting through your second house. And from here, we'll be looking at your 4th, your 7th, as well as your 8th houses from your first house. So this is the time when you, let me just do it a little better. It's looking a little untidy. Okay. Mars is going to be aspecting your 4th, 7th, and your 8th houses from here. So there is a lot of energy this week, maybe some foreigners, foreign clientele, or maybe there is some foreign travels on cards. And you will be starting some projects. Take care of your mother's health. You might be focusing on the growth prospects this week. A lot of energy towards savings. You want to move into that direction where you have not been you have not been able to till now. Now is the time when you will be losing out on, okay, I'm so sorry, Mars is right now here. Mars will be transiting through your Gemini sign. Sorry about this. Mars will be looking at your this house and will be looking at your 8th house and your 9th house, because I have put up Mars here. So let me change this as well. Okay, I'll change it. So now, sorry about this. Mars is going to be in your Gemini sign, and Moon is also going to be transiting your these houses, 12th, this and second. Okay, the ones who are watching who don't know astrology, I must tell you that I'm talking about how the week is from the point of Moon's is ingress. That is why how Moon is interacting, the predictions go, and these are live sessions, so I can go a little deeper into explanations. So here, Moon is going to be giving you some energies towards foreign land, your inclinations towards foreign land. You're going to be doing things where you get that positive energy from the people who are going to be interacting with you this week. So you're going to be moving into that direction where you are contemplating now. You're thinking about what others are doing and others are saying. Also, a lot of aggression was there. Now there is something that is going to come to an end and some new beginnings. You're going to be thinking about your financials. You're going to be saving a lot of money also. And you're going to be interacting with people who are giving you some kind of energies, positive energies. Student natives are going to be doing well. And you're going to be thinking about your, and also, it is, it's an Aries sign where Mars is transiting. So you will have some fluctuating financials also. So you must look into it deeply. Maybe some foreign income is coming your way. There is some, but this is not a good time for your spouse's health. Take care of your partner's health and the mental setup. You might go a little aggressive, working towards financials more. Your inclination is towards more this week, starting from this week, and when Mars is also transiting through. So Mars is going to be from 16th of October till the 13th of November in the sign of Gemini, and then goes retrograde on 30th of October. I'll be sharing with you my insights on the retrograde also. I will try to make a separate video of Mars also. But yes, Mars is going to be giving you that kind of research-oriented mindset. You might be traveling, you might be interacting more with your father. Father's health also suffers. Take care of that, as well as, the children. You might get very aggressive with the children, or children are very energetic. So just put them into some sports activity. They will do well. Energies are pretty strong for Taurus people. They might be starting some new businesses also. Definitely a very positive time for the ones who are looking for a new job prospect also. This is a very good time and a good conducive week for that. All right. You might be going in for some haircut also during this week. So let's go in for the Gemini natives. Let's see what Gemini sign does. See, Mars is going to be, let me tell you about Mars ingress, because Mars is going to be the one which is changing signs. Mars is going to be here in the sign of Gemini, and we'll be looking at your 7th house, your 4th house, and your 8th house. So, and Moon will be transiting through your 11th, 12th, and 1st. So to start with, you will be feeling a lot of energy towards socializing. You want to meet people, you want to interact with people, you want to speak a lot, you want to just do things where you are going to get that growth. You want to meet influential people. You might be coming across somebody who is going to be giving you that kind of direction. Your friends might be helpful. Do not get carried away in your investments without seeking help and advice. You might park your funds in property, real estate. That is positive. You should be doing that. In case you are looking for an eligible partner, you might just get in touch with that person also during this time, especially between the 16th of October till the 13th of November. There is a strong probability that you will be going in for some proposal which is coming through, and you're going to be getting married. Aggressive energies are there, so you can be a little aggressive towards your work, or maybe you're going to be research oriented. That mindset is going to be very, very powerful and strong. And in case you see your Ashtama Shani is also on, that is 8th house Saturn, and Mars is going to be looking here. So this will give you a lot of, this is the exaltation place of Mars. So you will be getting that direction now. You will be moving into the changes. You will be moving in that direction where you're changing your mindset now, and you will be getting that direction, whichever was missing. All right. It is definitely a very positive time. Saturn is also going to be getting direct on the 23rd. So it is moving out of your 8th house zone and will be moving into your 9th house. So which is again very positive for health prospects and growth. And your luck house will be getting active at that time. So till the time Saturn is retrograde, this Mars is going to impact you aggressively. You might be getting very agitated, and there can be some, some infections, lower abdominal region, you can have some infections. So take care. Blood related infections, feet area, you can have some problems, your pains. If you are an osteoporosis patient, so this might just aggravate because Mars is looking at Saturn. Mars-Saturn combination gives knee pains, feet region pains, bones, they hurt. So you have to take care, seek help, seek advice, have calcium. And there can be that you are going to be starting some new education also. Student natives are having a little tough time because of Ketu in the 5th house. Even your romantic partner is parting ways. You are very upset because of all that. But definitely you have to isolate yourself for some time. You have to contemplate this week what exactly is happening in your life, because if you want to grow, you need to just sit for and take a break so that you are able to come out of the zone. Whatever legal issues you were facing, now you're going to be coming out of it also this week. So definitely very positive for the ones who are waiting for the legal battle to be won. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this moon is going to be transiting through your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. And we have Mars's ingress in your Gemini sign. And from Gemini sign, is going to be looking at your Virgo sign, is going to be looking at Sagittarius, and it is also going to be looking at your 7th house. And this definitely is going to be a very strong transit, some overseas connections, siblings going abroad, or there can be that you are going to be joining some gym, some activities this week, and there is some growth prospects at the place of work also waiting for you. The partner is going to get some promotion, could be, and the partner can be very aggressive, also secluded, isolated, detached from you, and will be having latent anger as well. In case you have any legal battles to deal with, definitely this is the time when you'll be getting the solution. And if at all you, and for Cancer natives, Ketu is in the 4th house, so money matters related to your real estate are suffering, or mother is ailing because of this Ketu here. You have to take care of your mother's health as well. And also 3rd house, Mars is going to be looking here. You might have some problems with your siblings, or you can have siblings, maybe, you know, they are going to be starting some new business, some new venture they are going to be getting into. And this is the time when your friends are going to be supportive of you. They're going to be giving you all the kind of advice that you are looking at, you're waiting for. Definitely a week where you have a lot of confusion at the place of work, but you ultimately will be out of it. You will get that clarity by the end of the week. Mother, you have to take care of mother's health, and partner can be a little aggressive. If you're married, if you are solo, then you might find a potential partner from overseas. So you might be just, you know, having a lot of energy in your head. You are just thinking too much. There's a lot of work which you have on hand. You can be a little, worked up because of that as well. But you have to vent it out by working out, yoga, diet, all that you have to work through. And you have to take care of your pains, body pains, in case your partner is suffering because of the blood related issues, bones, pain in the bones. So that might just aggravate even more. All right. And mother also you have to take care of course. Somebody is asking mother. So that's why I'm stressing on mother again and again, because these are live sessions and I keep answering if you ask any question. So I just look at the chat and then start responding. So Cancer natives, this week is going to be very good if you are connecting with the foreigners, you're contemplating on whatever has happened, somebody in the hospital, you have to look up, you can. And also this is a very good time, especially on the 14th, if you want to start anything and you want long-term results, so you can start on that day. On the 12th, if you have to fight any legal battle, you can do that. And on the 11th, this is a very good time for starting something which you want to complete quickly. So anything that you want to start quickly, because it's Ashwini Nakshatra, that is the swiftest nakshatra. See, 16th is the day when you have some problems related to your 16th is the time when you have to be extra careful about your investments, because that is the day when you can have some abrupt endings. So maybe in relationship, maybe in your, in your work, at your work also, you can have some kind of tiff that you just pick up. Okay. So for trading, there will be a lot of energy and you will be definitely starting something, something very towards positive. Business oriented mindset definitely is evident and visible during this week. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week, Moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. And Moon will be hemmed between, once Moon moves into this zone, it will be hemmed between Mars and Rahu. Can you see this? So this is the time you have to be extra careful, especially on the 10th, from the 10th to the 14th, this is going to be there. Yeah. So you can be a little aggressive. You can be a little confused in making decisions. Maybe, people at the place of work, they are not able to understand you well. You are just going on harping on the same thing again and again, and they're not actually giving you that kind of attention. They're not paying you that kind of attention. They're not actually giving you anything which is which is expected out of them. They're not giving those kinds of results, and you're getting very, very agitated if you are at a senior position. Mars is going to be leaving your 10th house and will be transiting your 11th house zone, and it will be looking at your Virgo sign, will be looking at your 5th house, and will be also looking at your 6th house. So legal battles definitely are on cards. Investments you might be going in for very aggressively, new business, trading, all that is going to start. If you are thinking of some share market, you want to invest more. So you might be doing it aggressively now with Mars's ingress in your 11th house. Especially by the end of the week, things are going to change, tables will turn. Suddenly you will get all sorts of attention from your people around you. Influential people you'll be coming across. Influential people will be getting in touch with you. Some politicians you're going to be meeting. Also, there is a likelihood that you're going to be starting a new business, new setup, new education. Some new students are going to be moving overseas. Maybe they're planning to do something which is going to be different from what the mainstream mainstream subjects are. They're going to be switching this week. Problems with siblings will persist if at all you're having already. There can be that you are having some new, fitness regime you're going to be deciding about. Some health issues have been troubling you. They might just aggravate, and you will be taking to some diet plan, or maybe some extra effort. Maybe yoga will help you, because Mars and Saturn combination, you can have some bones pain, problems in the knees or in the feet, ankle region. So you have to be extra careful about your health during this week, especially. Mars is also looking at your 6th house. When Mars and Saturn, two malefics are there, that means there will be problem, but will be sorted out as well. Any long-term issues that you have been suffering with because of Saturn's presence now will be getting sorted. And also there is a likelihood, because Saturn is transiting, the 7th lord is transiting the 6th house, so it is already giving you troubles in the marriage. And there can be that you will be getting the issues aggravated. So you have to lie low when there are not positive energies, from the planets. You feel that, things are getting things are getting out of hand. So look at your Dasha. You have to see how the period is. You should seek help from an astrologer of your choice, so that you get the clarity. Also, Saturn, once goes into your 7th house, things are going to get better. Some changes, if have to appear, they will appear only after that. So what you're waiting for, actually, eagerly. Because 6th house transit of Saturn definitely is not bad, but it's not good for, it's good for material growth, but not good for health. So you are actually having mental distress a lot, because Saturn is looking at your 8th house. So you are already under that zone where you are suffering. And during this week, things might be that at the place of work, it might just go out of your hands. So you have to actually be very careful about your thought process. Maybe you're traveling and you're having some cough, cold, or flu. So take medicines along with you. And in case you feel that there are certain, losses in your financials, you're not able to handle, seek the advice of the experts if you want to really do well there. Father's health is suffering, take care of his health. Your romantic relationship might get a little bit more on the aggressive side. Maybe, you will be having some, some relationship where you're having physical relationship more. So that can get aggravated now. That can actually blow up. Okay. So coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, sorry about this. So for Virgo natives, this moon is going to be in your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses this week. So 8th house transit to start with would be giving you some kind of agitation, some confusion. There can be that you are having some health issues. You're not feeling mentally charged up. You're having some kind of, some kind of issues related to your, your family that you have to resolve. Your children might be under distress to start with. This week starts like that, 10 to the 12th, you have to be taking care of your setup, mental setup. Don't think that it's going to be 8th house transit. Generally people think that it's going to be really bad, I'm not going to be doing well, and things are not looking good. But it's just that it's a transformative zone where you learn from your own mistakes. So this is like the house of death, and then you rise from like a phoenix. So you will be having that kind of energy during this time. Mars is going to be leaving the zone, will be transiting through your 10th house zone, and will be looking at your first house 4 houses away. It's looking at it's looking at your kendras, 2 kendras. It's in the kendra also. So these will give you the energies towards these areas. You're going to be more towards workaholic. You're going to be spending more long hours at the place of work, and your love life is going to suffer. Your mother's health you have to be taking care of. Your relationship with your mother can turn sour. With your relatives, you can become a little aggressive because you're working a lot. Your focus is towards work, which is why you will not be able to take care of your family life. And also Ketu is in the 2nd house, house of family. So you're feeling already that detached energies. And after this, transit of Mars happens in your 10th house, Ketu will also be aspecting here. So this will give you more of the detaching energies towards family life. So you have to be prepared for all this. And definitely, during the middle of the week, you will be feeling these energies even more. And also towards the end of the week, you might be more inclined towards work. So less time. Maybe you're working for long hours. A lot of workload is there. Not a good week for a relationship because you're going to be feeling quite aggressive, or maybe you fight with your partner. Student natives are feeling that Slowdom will get that momentum now after Mars transits through your 10th house and looks at your 5th house. So student natives might get very aggressive. Their approach towards work, towards studies becomes very different. So you're going to be actually very much inclined towards studying more knowledge, acquiring more knowledge. So that's positive for you, but it can also lead to some health issues. So take care of your children. If at all, I'm talking about Virgo children, then this week you have to work through their their thought process. You understand them, talk to them. There is something that they are not sharing, so you have to be polite and ask them. Jupiter is well positioned undoubtedly, here in the Kendra. It's forming Hamsa Yoga. Mercury is forming a Bhadra Yoga, which is definitely a very positive, transit. At the same time, when Mars is looking at the 1st house, you're going to be very aggressive. Aggressive energies should be actually channelized towards positivity. You are not having that passive energy in you. Make it your, it is towards the energy is very, very strong and powerful, so you can channelize it well, towards doing your job, positivity, teaching people, enhancing people, and also about working through your financials, because Ketu is depleting your financials, so you have to work through that. If you're looking for a promotion, you will get it as well. All right, very positive week, I would say. Very, very strong and powerful, though the start is a little shaky, but it settles down by the passage of time. All right. I hope I've covered all. Health I've covered. Litigation. If at all you are into legal battles, so this might bring about some delays and frustrations for the ones who are already in the legal battles. Okay. But definitely Mars transiting through your 10th house is positive, and you will be actually getting more energy to work now. All right. Take care of your health though. Coming to Libra. So for Libra natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses this week. See, 8th house, you have a Taurus sign where Moon exalts, and Moon will be in Rohini Nakshatra. See, if you fast on the Rohini Nakshatra day, which is on the 14th, it starts on the 13th though, but 14th is the day when Rohini Nakshatra will be there till the 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the night. So if you want to, fast on the Rohini Nakshatra day, for you, it is very, very essential if you are especially born under Rohini, because Taurus is in your 8th house. If you fast, you are actually, going to be gaining that results. Even in the Jain community in India, they do it every month. I've seen so many Jain people, Jain, Jain. If at all you're thinking, what is this community? So we have Jain community in India who actually, they follow these rituals very, very, meticulously, they religiously, I would say. So they fast on the Rohini Nakshatra transit, whenever moon will be 27 days later, moon will be coming back to this place. So Rohini Nakshatra day, you should fast, and you will find that, you're getting all sorts of abundance. I've seen, when moon is in Rohini, he is the strongest in Rohini Nakshatra because he loves Rohini. That's also his wives. 27 wives he has. That is why he ingresses in all the signs, and meets all his wives. So he remains in Rohini for the longest duration. So when he is in Rohini, if you fast, it's said that it gives you abundantly in all spheres of life. You will be able to enhance your skills, you'll be able to study more, you'll be able to be research oriented, you can be you'll be transforming towards a better person, and you will be actually attracting the positive energy in your life. And being a Libra ascendant, you should be actually doing that because you're a Venus sign, and this is also a Venus's sign. So if you fast on Rohini Nakshatra transit day, it'll be definitely very positive for you. Mars is going to be will be transiting through your Gemini sign, and will be looking at your 12th house, will be looking at your 3rd house and your 4th houses, and will be aspected in turn by Ketu. So there is a lot of energies happening in your 9th house because of that. And you have to be taking care of your travel plans. You have to, maybe, you will be having some issues or problems to resolve with your dad. And if your dad is alive, you will be doing that, or your mother's health suffers. So you have to take care of your mother's health during this time. Don't make any impulsive decisions related to your property matters. You might just fall back, on your face. So don't do that. It's a good time for travels to the foreign lands in case you have to just plan everything well, because Mars is coming out of your 8th house, though it will come back after the 13th of November. It is going to be back in this, and then will be moving into the retrograde sign in retrogression in the sign of Taurus. But till the 13th of November, it's going to be in your 9th house zone. So this is the time when you will be making plans of travel, or maybe, you're talking to people more, meeting people, religious belief system, you're going to be adapting, and you'll be more focused on the spiritual growth during this time. And investments, maybe, you're going to be investing overseas, and collaborations. You might be having some kind of issues to resolve between you and your partner, your family matters, or with your siblings. You can have some troubles. Your neighbors are troubling you also. Maybe, your house that you live in, there's some leakage which is happening. So get it rectified. Don't let that water, that leakage, take a toll on your life, because leakage is not good. It means that the money is flowing out. So you have to stop that leakage. All right. So this is a positive time apart from the 13th, 14th. Just make sure that you take care of your health. And if you can fast on this day, it'll be good for you. All right. And also, if you want to make decisions related to your, anything that maybe some application you have to apply it on the 11th. On the 12th, if you have to fight with somebody, some legal battle, do it on the 12th. If you have to make some decisions related to your workplace, you want to start something new, do it on the 13th. On the 14th, if you want to lay the foundation of your house that you're building, that's a very good day. That is on the Rohini Nakshatra day. If you want to start anything new which requires stability and long-term thing, a relationship, you can start on the 14th. Very positive time. 15th would be like, mixed kind of a thing, which will give you mixed kind of a day. This is the time when you can actually, propose to the person you're dating, or meeting a potential partner, or maybe starting something, if you have to write a contract, you have to apply for the PR, you can do that on this day. But avoid the 16th. Is like, if you only good for fighting as in like applying or competition, or applying for jobs where you are in that competition. So you can do that, like many people are there and you are competing with them for competition. That's the day. 16th is the day. All right. Otherwise, this week is good for multiple things which I've mentioned. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, the moon is going to be transiting through your 6th house, 7th house, and 8th house this week. And Mars is going to be transiting through Gemini sign, and will be looking from there your Virgo sign, as well as your Sagittarius and Capricorn signs. Okay. Now, what's going to be happening here? See, moon is going to be in the 6th house. That might just give you some confused state of mind, health issue, problems with your relatives, your uncles, or maybe, you give money to your uncles, they're not returning, uncle or aunt, they are not returning it to you. So you're feeling quite agitated about it. Some legal battles that you have to launch or do, or strike, or competition you have to go in for. So you can be doing it on the 10th, 11th, and 12th. And the best would be that you can, maybe propose that person you're dating on this day as well, on the 11th especially. 12th you should avoid, because you can be very aggressive during the 12th of October. And very good time on the 14th. 14th is the time when you can go in for laying the foundation of the house that you want to, or anything which you want to start and stays. Education, or any purchases of property, purchases of jewelry, you can do that during the 14th. 14th you can fast also for Rohini Nakshatra transit. 15th is good for doing anything which requires less focus, less attention, but not very important, yet important. Okay, so you can just be going in for that on the 15th especially. 16th you should avoid for court cases, litigation, suing somebody. Avoid getting into any kind of road rage. You're driving, you get angry. How you do that? You feel agitated, right? So that's something you have to avoid. And maybe, your partner also gets a little jittery and agitated this week. You have to be careful till the 16th especially. After the 16th, 15th in evening, in fact, India time, Mars will be ingressing into your 8th house zone. So 8th house energies are not that bad for Mars, because Mars is a malefic graha. So it might just give you a lot of energy to do things now. You might be just not thinking superficially. You're now going to be making decisions. Children might be having some issues to resolve as well, or start a new education. That is also good for them. All right. Overseas journeys are cumbersome, because you have a Ketu waiting for you to come over and let me give you a party. This Ketu is doing that. Okay. So stay away from this, any kind of controversy, in case you can avoid overseas journeys. If you can, then you should. Otherwise, there are, I do the separate readings for Mahurata, that is auspicious timing. That really helps. All right. So this is a good week for your maybe, for your partner's financials, but it's not that great for mother, siblings, financials, savings, especially. You can do it, but at the same time, there can be some complications that you have to go through. Okay. So decide well, take the help of your friends, because Mars is looking at your Virgo sign as well from here, from Gemini. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this moon is going to be For Sagittarius natives, Moon is going to be ingressing in your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. Mars will be ingressing in the sign of Gemini in the 7th house of yours. Will be looking from here, your 10th house, your 1st house, and your 2nd houses. So definitely the partner is going to be very, very aggressive. Will be getting some promotion. Also 10th house is, it's evident that you're going to be working a lot. You'll be slogging it out, and so will be your partner. So this will give you a lot of energy. Maybe, it's better that you stick to your home. If you're working from home, if you have that option, you should work from home rather than going and meeting more people. Meet lesser people, you'll be fine. And also, it is looking at your 2nd house where Saturn is already waiting for this Mars. So this will give you some kind of depletion of financial savings. You have to seek the help of the experts. Ketu is in your 11th house, and it is going to be aspecting this Mars, as you can see. In Gemini sign, it's looking here. Also, it's looking at Aquarius sign. So Aquarius natives are also suffering because of this Ketu's energy, though. I've already made the video. You should watch that. And, it is like, a limbo kind of a feeling when Ketu looks at a particular zone. It's limbo kind of a thing, and especially the planet he is looking at. So for you, it is going to be 1st, 2nd, 1, 2, 3 signs, and it is going to be giving you a lot of energy at the at your home front as well as your partner's zone. So if you're going solo, if you're solo, then you definitely are going to meet a potential partner this week, especially on the 11th, 12th. And then on the 13th, 14th, there is a likelihood that you get more involved in your fitness, looks, how you look, how you are adaptable to the atmosphere, how you can work through your energies at the place of work, starting some new education. You can do that as well. Competition success is yours. Legal battles, you'll be filing a legal battle as well, because from the from here, as I said, it is coming out of this zone and will be transiting here. So till the time Mars is in your 6th house this week, so you can be doing it. But after that, there will be some solution coming your way. That is after, Mars transits through Gemini sign. So give it some time. It's going to be there till the 13th of November. In case you're having any plans for investment or any kind of litigation, or you're filing some suit, you're suing somebody. So all that is quite likely, with this Mars is ingress, because Mars is also looking at your Virgo sign from Gemini sign. All right. So that's a detail oriented sign as it is. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is chant Hanuman Chalisa, everybody. Then I think things will be a little better and easier and softer. Coming to the Capricorn sign. So for Capricorn natives, the Moon is going to be in your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses this week. And Mars is going to be ingressing in your 6th house this week. So from here, it is going to be looking at your Libra sign. It's going to be looking at your Scorpio sign. No, sorry. I'm sorry about this. Mars is going to be looking at your 12th house, and Mars is going to be looking at your 1st house. So aggression definitely is there towards positive, I would say, because this is not a, this is not a bad energy which is emitting. But yes, when Mars is in your Gemini sign in the 6th house, you might land up into confused state of mind, talking something, saying something and listening less might lead to some complications in relationships also. Also, Mars is ingress here might delay the lawsuit that you filed, or you're just waiting for some payment. It's not appearing in your bank account. So this zone is afflicted because of Saturn, and Saturn in the 1st house, and Ketu and Mars is in ingress in the and Ketu's aspect, Mars is ingress. So they're forming a connection, right? So this will Mars and Ketu, whenever they are there, you get some kind of blood loss, surgical process. In case you're looking for one, you should be doing it when you have to go in for surgery. 15th is the day. Even 14th, you can do it. 14th and 15th would be good for you in case you want to go in for some education. Also, these are 2 good dates. All right. Any filing of your, your papers, if you have to just submit your papers for your admission. Okay. So this is definitely a positive time for you because Mars is ingressing in the Upchaya houses. So it gives you material growth. But it said that, in the Mars's ingress or any negative planet in the 6, 8, 12 houses is not considered to be good. But from here, it's looking at your 9th house. So it might just give you troubles in your studies. Overseas journeys might be a little cumbersome, but definitely Venus is there. So it'll handle a lot many things. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting through your third, fourth, and fifth houses this week. So this is looking good. And Mars is going to be transiting through your Gemini sign. We'll be looking at Virgo, and we'll be looking at Sagittarius, and we'll be also looking at the 12th house, that is his exaltation place, that is Pisces. So now what exactly is happening in your horoscope? There is a very strong yoga which is forming because of the combinations in the 8th house, because you have a Mercury, Venus, and Sun combination. Venus is your 9th lord, Sun is your Kendra lord of 7th. So this is a Raja Yoga. See, it is getting a little bit blemished because of all the planets in the 8th house, but otherwise it is definitely very positive yoga, and it is giving you good results. Somebody has sent me also, and I think this is a good time for you. Okay, somebody's just acknowledged it as well. So here, what is happening? There is a strong possibility because Mars is leaving your, this zone. So this week you will be feeling like traveling, you're having a lot of imaginative energies, creativity, and you're going to be buying and purchasing of land, property, real estate issues before Mars ingress in the sign of Gemini. So you should sign the papers. You should just go ahead with it when Mars is in the 4th house zone. It's going to be looking at your 8th house, so it will definitely give some troubles and issues to your children, but very good for the food that you eat. It's very, very positive for your health, I would say, because there is a lot of revelation which is coming to happen, some scandals which might just come up in the film industry, in the glam industry, in totality, I'm talking. But definitely there is something to do with your investments and your, your name and fame as well. Okay. So take care of all these energies with Mars's ingress in the sign of Gemini, because from Gemini, it's going to be looking at the 8th house also. So this will give you a lot of clarity now as to what you have to do. For student natives, this is also good, very good time, because they have been feeling that low on energy. Now you will be feeling quite energetic. Aquarius natives are going to be feeling quite comfortable this week with the 5th, 6th, 7th houses. You're going to be connecting with your partner well, and you will be getting all sorts of solutions now. Okay. So this is it for the Aquarius signs. Okay, so now coming to the last one, which is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this moon is going to be ingressing in your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses. Okay, 1 second. Just remove this. All right, moon will be ingressing in your 2nd house, 3rd house, and 4th house. Now you have to tell me in the comment section how this Rahu is treating you, how this Ketu in the 8th house treating you. Though all the planets work simultaneously, but this axis, 1-7 axis, I want to understand how your things are, how you're handling other people's money. You have acquired a lot of wealth, now you've kept it and you're not giving it back. That is something which this Ketu-Rahu axis, Rahu-Ketu axis must have been doing, that you take other people's money and you run away, or you are, not doing the right kind of things, some unscrupulous activities. Saturn is looking at your first house. Jupiter is retrograde. Saturn is retrograde, though Saturn is turning direct. So things are going to get better with your friends also, with your social circle. Also, things are going to get better from this week onwards. Also, it is a good time for starting some new business, or maybe, taking some hand loan. That will be good as well for you. Okay. If you want to take from the bank or from others, definitely the ball is in your court. Okay. And from here, you see Mars is looking at, I was just thinking, yeah, Mars is looking at when Mars is here. So it will be looking at, let me just write it properly. Mars. Now Mars will be ingressing in your fourth house. Okay, so it will definitely be giving some aggressive energies to your partner and your bosses, your seniors, because Mars is losing his digbala here. So he will be actually not able to give the kind of results at the workplace you're looking for. They can be that you are having some conversations which turn into heaty arguments. So that you have to avoid. Don't get into that zone. Jupiter is there in your first house. This is giving you a lot of aggression, egoistic issues as well. And you have so many planets and combust planets in the sign of Virgo. So whatever you're doing is just going the reverse. It's happening in the reverse order. So you are feeling quite aggressive and agitated during this week. And Moon will be transiting through your fourth house as well. So this is the time when you will be getting those things moving, that momentum, that agitation, or maybe, some kind of the kick start that you're looking for, because Mars is looking here. Mars is the energy, the fuel that we need to run the car. So he's the petrol, that we fill. So this Mars is like that. The energies will never be there, or will be down and out, if Mars is not actually, there. So if Mars is there, Mars is looking at a particular zone, definitely it is going to be giving us a lot of energy, a lot of inclination towards doing things. So with your partner, you have to be careful. Don't be a little soft-spoken. If at all there is a lot of energy in the partner, maybe physical attention is required, or physical contact is required. So you should actually do it. It's a biological need. So nothing to worry about, all those things. So just satiate yourself, I would say. Okay. And at the place of work, a lot of aggression is there, but you're not getting that kind of energy or recognition that you're looking for. And also with your friends, you're going to be a little agitated with the community you move around in. You might meet some influential people also. Take care of your mother's health. Mars is in the fourth house. Take care of your speech. Don't use harsh words with your mother. She might be suffering because you are saying certain things, which is very, very piercing. Okay. So yeah, this is the time when you have to maybe go in for some cooking, some hobby courses you can take. All right. So this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon, or the Dasha. So let's meet on the 11th of October, guys. Everybody be there. But please don't just start sending repeatedly the same message. So wait for some time. Maybe, your question also goes up. So it's very difficult. As it is, the chat is just moving like anything. It just is scrolling. I can't even read. I have to be very, very cautious when I'm reading a question. So, okay, be supportive of me when I'm doing the Prashna live. It's all divine. And you believe in me that this definitely happens. Whatever the answer you want, you definitely get it on the Prashna live day. I have never got a bad feedback about Prashna live. People just want it again and again and again, but I do it once in a year. Last year I did twice. I did. So I think I will do it next year now. All right. So stay blessed, everyone, and have a great Karwa Chauth this week. And the Kartik Mass is also starting. Have a great Kartik Mass. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.